Now we're going to look at a defense for a very common submission, the darce. This is something that I don't get caught with anymore. I haven't probably been darced in, I don't know, probably four years because I started working this, and it really is a great defense. I showed it while I was in Brazil. A lot of guys started using it. I teach it in my seminar stuff when I come home. Today I'm going to show it to you. All right, so I'm in half guard right here. And if you know anything about my game, you know I'm all underhooks all the time. So it's very common for people to try to darce me because I always am reaching in for that underhook, okay? Darces, guillotines attempted all the time. I do like to block this bicep or block the knee. Typically when I'm leading in with my head, I block the bicep. It helps to defend against that the guillotine and people grab and hold my head. I don't really like that very much. So I reach in and he starts to bring that hand through for the darce. Oh, I've lost control here. Now, the first thing I need to remember is don't ever let my neck get bent. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Sometimes that can happen. But this is the setup hand. This is the hand that's the problem. You know, this is the one that's going to choke you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that underhook that I have, I'm going to bring it through, and I'm going to control at the wrist here. You know, you have a good ability to slow this hand down only, you know, just by tightening that ear. So if I'm in here and he starts to fish in, it's very easy to catch up to this hand. You'd be surprised. And it really doesn't matter what this hand over here is doing. Now that I have this grip, this is one of the most powerful grips in jiu-jitsu. It works gi, it works no gi. I love this move, okay? The mere act of him reaching in here has turned his back so that his back is aiming towards the floor over there. It's not exaggerated, but that's the way that he is susceptible to being swept. Now, I've seen a couple of different people teach this move, and what they do is they come here and they pull the person over. That really works well when you're going at someone your size or smaller. But the way that I teach this, man, it's totally different. It's all about the hip motion, okay? If you've got really good hip motion, you want to stay low on the ground, you can. If you're a beginner and you want to keep that posture into him and open up your hips, you can come up here on this forearm. It's okay. It doesn't matter if they reach over and grab the head, grab the head. Oh, okay. Oh, this totally normal. Happens all the time. But from here, I'm going to move my hips underneath him. It doesn't have anything to do with me arching my back or anything like that. My voice will never change. I just move my hips and he falls off to the side. Now it's very important. One of my students got submitted doing this week, that when I dump him to the side and he has this head control over top, that I don't start to come up here because that gives space for that leg to go to full guard. When he goes to full guard, I might get choked and that's embarrassing, okay? So if I dump my partner to the side and they still have this and they're pulling on my head, stay laying here on your side until you can start to clear the legs here. Now, it might take 30 seconds from there. Don't get discouraged. I'm telling you, if you come up onto your knees after you've dumped to the side, that you're going to get submitted, okay? They don't like to stay in that transition of half sweep, not sweep stage, so they'll try to come up. If they don't come up, you keep fighting the legs, but do not take your hip off the floor. So I'm in half guard. I've got that underhook. I'm burying it, okay? He's starting to reach through. Oh, he's going to darce me. Bring that hand under. Look at that grip. I'm grabbing palm to wrist right here. Up here on the fingers is not good enough, okay? I need to have my hand on the wrist and my back of my tricep is going to be on his bicep. Sit up, show him that, please. Has to be in nice and tight. This isn't going to do it. Has to be all the way in, okay? If he doesn't reach over the head, that's fine. If he just wants to stay right here, I block that. I'm going to start to move into him. I'm going to bring my hips underneath. I've dumped him to the side. That's awesome. Now from here, he doesn't have control of the head. I'm going to keep moving. Now I can come up to that knee. When I come up to that knee, I'm going to bring that hand underneath the arm and control right here. Notice I've got him flat on his back. Good control under with my hand. So I'm up. I feel that hand come in. I control. And look at how deep my elbow is into his bicep. If they try to pull that arm back, try to take your arm back, it's not coming anywhere. Now notice he's postured way up. Some people will start to enter that hand in just for the overhook. It doesn't have to necessarily be the darce. But if I can get to this grip, I know when I move my hips and he falls over that I'm in good shape. Nice deep pressure on him here. I am going to come to my knees because he's not controlling over for that guillotine. When I come up, clear that hand underneath, nice and tight. If you want to stay in that reverse sit position, I really prefer this over the traditional side control or half guard. From here, we've got a lot of options. I'm underhooking, he overhooks. I anti-darce, I get that grip, that powerful grip. Moving my hips, look at how I'm moving my hips underneath, and he falls to the side. Awesome. Drive in, hand underneath, belly down, or you can stay in that reverse sit position. I'm underhooking, he overhooks. I anti-darce, keeping my head pinned nice and tight. Don't let him connect his hands if you can help it. When he starts to bring that hand in to connect them, that's when I can move my hips. Oh, he's locked his hands up. What do? I stay right here. I start to fight the battle down here, pushing on the legs, getting out. If you do make it out, you've got a choice. Turn. I want to get this hand that's on the anti-darce underneath. I'm going to push in and under. If the person is pulling really hard, that might be difficult, in which case you can start turning this way. Be careful that you don't get rolled. The person's going to try and bridge you over. Keep a good base right there. Wear them out. Let all the blood drain out of their arms in that 45 seconds they're tugging on it, and then end on top.